Welcome back to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well out there. It is Friday, best day of the week for me. I hope it is for you as well. We're going to jump straight into this show, and it's all about Jadon Sancho and the news that we heard yesterday that he is no longer training with the first team. He's been punished by Ten Hag and he's been left out to dry. Please smash that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the Manchester United stream. Sancho can no longer train with the full team and is now training with the youth team away from everybody else. We've been saying this for some time, that Sancho will get punished by Ten Hag. Ten Hag will set an example, and this was it. This was always going to be on the agenda, that he will be removed from the first team and then training now with the youth team. It makes sense, and the other reason we're hearing why he's been punished in this way and removed from the first team squad is because of his reluctance to actually apologise to Ten Hag in the meeting that they had earlier this week. Now, we really don't know why Sancho's doing all this, but if you're going to take a guess at this, it looks more than likely that Sancho actually wants out of Manchester United and he's doing everything he can to get out. Sancho, probably before even making that statement on Sunday on Twitter about Ten Hag and going against what he's just said in his press conference, probably already knew that the writing is on the wall. Maybe Sancho has been thinking about leaving Manchester United for a long time, and it's just finally come to that situation where he's thought, right, enough is enough. Ten Hag has just called me out in public in his press conference, and I'm going to hit back and I'm going to go for him as well. And it's just not ended well for Sancho. Now, lots of fans have gone against him. Some fans are in support of Sancho, saying that he has to have the right to speak out against the manager. But you just do not do that in such a style. That's what I think. I think, look, he should have done it. Yes, he should have gone to Ten Hag and said to him, look, I'm not taking this crap. You're lying about me. If that is the case, if he's not working hard in training, he should have gone to Ten Hag and approached him directly, rather than just putting it out there on social media. You can't do that. You'd never do that. If you're working in any other establishment, if you're working for a firm, whatever you're doing, you'd never call out your boss on social media. If your boss had gone out there and told someone that he's not performing well enough, the first thing you do is approach your boss directly. And then if that situation isn't resolved, then you might go public. But you wouldn't go public straight away. You'd hold off. You'd first see what the situation is and why your boss has gone and done that. Why has he called you out publicly? Now, in some quarters, Ten Hag is being criticised by fans and some pundits and some people out there saying that, look, Ten Hag shouldn't have gone out there and called out, say, Jadon Sancho openly in the public. He should have left this behind closed doors, and it was Ten Hag who started all this row in the first place. Now, I don't think Ten Hag actually said anything that was really extraordinary in that press conference. What he simply said was Jadon Sancho was not training well enough to actually be picked for the squad. That's it. There was nothing major about that. And that's it. That's all Ten Hag said. Now, that really shouldn't have been taken too much to heart for Jadon Sancho. All this scapegoating business and this and that just complicated everything. He should have simply got his head down and worked harder. Now, what is coming out is that Jadon Sancho has had a problem with turning up to training. He's always consistently late, and Ten Hag does not allow that on any player. He wants all the players to turn up on time, and he punishes every single player for not turning up on time. And we can all remember he did that with Marcus Rashford in a crucial game against Wolves last year. He dropped Marcus Rashford. Rashford was actually one of our top goal scorers at that time, doing really well. Without him, the team looked completely different, but he still dropped Marcus Rashford. And therefore, Sancho saying that he's been picked on and Ten Hag isn't treating everyone the same is probably not correct. Now, look, we've seen Sancho hasn't done well since he's joined Manchester United. He was there with Oli, he wasn't being picked, and now under Ten Hag, he's doing the same. Now, we don't know what it is behind the scenes that he's not doing, but clearly he's not stepping up to the plate. Whatever Sancho's doing in training is not helping him getting picked for the first team. Now, more and more will come out of this later on. Probably when he leaves, we'll probably hear everything about what's been going on behind the scenes at Manchester United. But Ten Hag has to have discipline in the team, and we've all watched this team previously just slack off and not play well enough, and we've all complained about these players not having the commitment on the pitch. In recent years, we've seen a Manchester United team that doesn't give it its all, doesn't work hard enough on the pitch, a team that if he's losing just gives up. We don't want that. Under Ten Hag, we've seen a complete transformation of these players. They actually give a crap about the game. Under Ten Hag, we have seen that discipline that he's emphasising in training is now showing on the pitch. It has to show. All top football managers in the world make sure that their teams are working hard in training, and that then reflects in the games. And that's exactly what Ten Hag has done with this Manchester United team. He's making them work hard in training, so then that reflects in the games. That's all. If one or two players start slacking off in training, Ten Hag has to have repercussions for them, or else there's no point having them rules in place. By the way, I've just remembered, please smash that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the Manchester United stream. So heading back to Sancho and the statement we got from Manchester United yesterday advising that Sancho will no longer be training with the first team. But this shouldn't be a surprise. We all knew that Sancho will be punished and will get sanctioned by the club and Ten Hag for doing what he did. If he didn't get sanctioned, it would just leave an open gate for everybody else to come through, all the rest of the players to come in and do whatever they feel like against Ten Hag. You cannot have that hierarchy where the players are ruling the roost, where the players are calling the shots, where the players can easily turn around and challenge the manager. You cannot have that kind of setup. It will not work. And in recent years, we've seen how players have so much power over the manager, and that does not help dynamics. If you want to see a manager that was top of his game and was the best at his game, was Alex Ferguson. Yes, Alex Ferguson did not take any crap from anybody. It didn't matter who you were, whether it was Beckham, Roy Keane, anybody. Jaap Stam, he took players out overnight, literally got rid of them. And that is why Alex Ferguson is still being mentioned as one of the best managers ever, not just in football, just across the board, across everything, across every management style, whether it's in boardrooms or whether it's in football or whether it's any other sports. Sir Alex Ferguson is being hailed as the best manager ever, not just because of his man management, but the way he came down on players and he restricted them and made sure that they respected him, and he was the ultimate figure at the club. And this is what we need from Ten Hag, and Ten Hag is trying to do this, and we as fans must support Ten Hag and allow him to do what he's there to do. You want a manager like this. You want a manager who's able to sit there and make sure that the players are giving it their all. They're getting paid to do a job and they must do that job, and if they're not doing that job or they're not doing it well enough, the manager has full right to come out and say that they're not doing that job and they must improve. Please let us know what you think about the whole Sancho issue and Ten Hag. Who do you think is to blame? Is it Sancho or is it Ten Hag? Let us know. Drop your comments below. We love to hear from all Manchester United fans about what they think about what's going on, because you are the most important thing about the channel. Yes, you people out there. Yes, you are the most important thing to this channel. So make sure you drop your comments below and let us know what you think about the Sancho and Ten Hag issue. Please hit that like button to the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. You're watching the Man United Streamer channel by the fans for the fans.